Hey YouTube, I'm Jess. Welcome to a new video. As you've seen from the title, today we are going to film a shop my stash video. I have just been craving playing with my makeup. I feel like I haven't done anything like creative and fun with my makeup in a little while. I've just been in a really neutral phase. In shop my stash videos, I try to go back and use some makeup that I haven't used in a long time, maybe things I've never even used on camera before. So that's kind of the goal of today's video. I think I'm gonna start with my skin first, and I am feeling like using a little bit of a primer today. So I'm gonna start with the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. I haven't used this primer in a little while. I don't use primers every time I do my makeup, and I just got a new primer, so I've been using that one, but feels really nice though. I really like it. It does make my makeup go on so nice and smooth. For foundation today, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I have mine in shade number 4 Neutral, and this is so extremely full coverage. You just need a tiny little bit of this, so I'm just going to pump one pump onto the back of my hand and start to apply. You guys might hear the trains in the background in this video. We have all the windows and the balcony door open just because the weather outside is like so perfect. I just want the inside to feel like the outside, but it's a little bit loud with everything open, so that's what that is if you hear it. See how flawlessly that tiny little bit of foundation just covered up everything? Do you like to work in sections because it can dry down pretty quickly, and that just makes it a little harder to blend. Not like there's a problem with that, it's just better, I find, to go in sections. And voila, I'm feeling a lot better about my skin already. I still even have foundation on the back of my hand from that one pump. I'm literally just gonna take a little bit extra of it and just build up the coverage a tiny bit in a couple little areas that could use it. I wouldn't do this if I needed to pump out more foundation, but just because I have it here, I might as well. Okay, let's continue, shall we? I brought that foundation right up underneath my eyes, so I'm not going to use a color corrector under there because I don't feel like I need it. I feel like the foundation did a pretty good job of color correcting all on its own. I am going to go in with a little bit of concealer to kind of lighten and brighten. I've been loving my Makeup Forever self-setting concealer recently, so instead I'm going to use the Hourglass Vanish concealer. This was definitely too light for me to use in the summertime, but I've lost a fair amount of my tan, so it should work color-wise. So I'm just going to use that under my eyes. I'm going to brighten up the center of my face with it as well. Okay, and then I'm going to set that concealer with the matching powder. I have the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. I have not used this in so long. Am I going to say that a lot in this video? I'm feeling like probably. Just setting anywhere where I added that concealer and in my little smile lines as well. And then I'm feeling like doing a little double bronze action today, a little cream bronzer and powder bronzer moment. So for cream bronzer, I'm going to use an oldie but a goodie. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. Really love the color of this product. I've been using mostly the Natasha Denona Balm Contour lately for my cream bronzer, and I love the formula of that one so much. I love the way it looks once you put it on, but if that could come in this color, it would be like the dream product. Okay, and then for powder bronzer, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer on top of that. I've been trying to use up some of my other bronzers, so I haven't been using this one very much at all lately. And just go right over top and just warm that all up a little bit, set everything down. And then this one I'm also going to take underneath my jaw and down my neck. Okay, we're looking bronze, we are looking sculpted. I'm into it. I'll put my brows on really quick and then we will move over to the eyes. For brows today, I'm going to use the Merit Brow Gel in the color brown. Okay, and finally we can start on the eye makeup. So I have this little drawer here full of single eyeshadows. So I was kind of going through there today, trying to pick out something to use because I've never used them in my day-to-day life or in my YouTube videos. I kind of forget they exist because they're not in palettes. So I thought today would be a really good time to play with them. I've been wanting to do something with pink. Pink has just been like calling out to me, a nice bright pink. So I have this little shadow from Urban Decay. It's in the color Free Love. kind of a pink and a gold mixed together. And then I have this one from Nars. So this is the Nars Dual Intensity Eyeshadows. I bought 2 of these and I got them in almost the exact same color, which is so annoying to me. Every time I see these, I think about how I did that to myself because they're expensive. And I don't know what I was thinking. I got like 2 silvers. One is like a little bit more of a blue base. One is more of like a beige base. This is the more beigey one. Let me show you. Probably the more unique of the 2. So I thought these 2 together could be kind of fun and different. Just been sitting here for like 3 minutes trying to figure out what kind of color to use in my crease because we have like silver, beige, pink, and gold happening here. So the crease color I think I'm gonna use is from the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm gonna take this one right here. So it's kind of got a mauve-y undertone to it. So it is a little bit more on the cool tone side, but then it does have that pink feel to it as well. So I think that could work. Hopefully. I don't know if it's gonna be too dark. I feel like because these shadows aren't super pigmented, it should be fine even if it's a little bit on the darker side. So I'm just gonna go straight into it. And I didn't put down any eyeshadow primer because I don't really need my eyeshadow to last today at all. I'm planning on just taking all my makeup off as soon as I finish filming this video and going to work out. So just skip the primer and I'm gonna go straight in. I've just been sitting here thinking about how I've had such a hard time getting into a routine lately. I have all of this energy and all of these good intentions in the evening, and like at night before I go to bed, I'm like, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up, jump out of bed, like shower, brush my teeth, go to the gym. Like I think of like all these things I'm gonna do with my day. And then the next morning comes around and all I want to do is lay in my bed and drink my tea. Is anybody else like that, where you have like all of this energy and motivation at night? It's just very impractical. I remember before I lived with Will, like nighttime would be the time that I would be doing everything that I needed to do. So I would always clean my house, do my laundry, like reorganize my bedroom, just like everything that needed to be done I would do at nighttime because that's just when I have motivation. And then for some reason, like it makes no sense, but for some reason I still get that motivation at night, but because like Will's around, in my head I feel like I can't like do that type of stuff at night. It literally makes no sense. But lately the type of motivation that I've been having is like creating content and working out. And it'll be like 11 o'clock at night and I'm like, I could go for a workout right now, or like I could film a video right now. But like no, it's like 11 o'clock at night, you know, I need to like wind down. That is such a pretty color. I'm into it. I'm into it. So I'm gonna start with this pink Urban Decay color right here. Got that on my brush, and I'm gonna add that to the outer corner and the inner corner. Start to build up the pigmentation a bit. Yeah, I don't know, my motivation has just been so low lately, and having a schedule for my YouTube channel really helps me like actually film YouTube videos and like do stuff for YouTube, because I'm like, I have to upload, it's upload day. But I've been talking for months about getting ahead of my videos so that I'm not filming videos the day of or the day before they have to go up. And for some reason, I just cannot force myself to do that. I had written out a plan on Sunday night, at night of course, for this whole week, what I was gonna film so that I could get ahead. I was gonna film 4 videos this week so that I could have like my videos for this week done and my videos for next week done, and then I would be ahead on my videos, and then next week I can film 2 more videos, but like they're going up weeks after I'm filming them. And on the day that I was supposed to film 2 videos, it's like, I don't really feel like it. I ended up like having other things that I needed to do around the house, and then by the time I was ready to film, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was like, I just don't feel like filming, like it's so late in the day. So like as the afternoon came around, I was like, oh, I'm so lazy, I don't want to. And because I don't have to film because I'm filming in advance, I'm like, it's okay, like I don't have to do it, and I let myself off the hook. It's been happening over and over and over again. Man, I should have used primer because these are not, this color is not popping like I was hoping it would. And that is definitely because there is no eyeshadow primer underneath. Okay, so because I'm looking for more pigmentation, I'm gonna come into the ABH M Resi palette and I'm gonna try this color right on the top here. This is the color Resi. I'm hoping I can get a little bit more pigment out of it, make the pink on my eye pop a little bit more. The ABH shadows are more like pressed pigments, so typically you can get some good... Oh no, it's not working because I didn't put primer down. I'm sad. What do you guys think will happen if I put eyeshadow primer on top of eyeshadows? I don't feel like that would work. What am I supposed to do now? Okay, I'm gonna try it. I have a feeling it's gonna go all chunky, like putting creams on top of powders. I literally say all the time, always use eyeshadow primer. I always use eyeshadow primer. You should always use eyeshadow primer. And then one day I decided not to do it. I proved myself right. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm going in with a different brush, one even more flat, less fluffy, and I'm just gonna stick with Resi here. And boom, we have pigmentation. What a difference, what a difference. Oh man, so much better. Okay, super cute, much cuter. Very happy with that. Although I'm now covered in fallout. I'm going back in with this fluffy brush that I used the crease color on, and I'm gonna just blend out the edges of that. So next, I'm gonna take the little Nars shadow here, really work it into my brush, and then add that right to the very center. I love that, so I'm gonna go ahead and just blend out the edges so that it doesn't look so harsh in the middle there. I'm getting fallout all over my dang face. If I had known I was gonna use the Anastasia palette, I wouldn't have done my face makeup first. But this is where we are. And I think I'm just gonna actually take the ABH shadow and run that underneath my eyes as well. We're gonna go full on like neon pink today. I wasn't joking when I said I wanted to play with my makeup and do something a little bit different and more colorful. Ugh, I feel like so much of that went in my eyes. I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush with no additional product on it and just use it to blend that out and kind of soften the edges of it. I'm gonna throw this way back. I have a NYX jumbo pencil in the color white. It's actually in the color milk. Do they still make these? This is like early YouTube that these were so popular. I don't know if they still even make these, but these were like the shit back in the day. I'm just gonna use this to line my waterline because I really wanted to have a white feel as opposed to like a cream one. I'm just sitting here debating what I should do for eyeliner. Should I do something different? What about like a smoky gray to play with that silver? Let's do that. This is something I don't know if I've ever used on my YouTube channel. If I have, it's been many years. I have this eyeliner from Mac in the color Phone Number. It's a really pretty smoky gray. See that? So why don't I give this a go? Oh, it just cracked off. Okay, off to a great start. And then I think I will just kind of wing it out a little bit. And I'm not being super careful or trying to make it too neat because I want it to be smoky and blended. So I'm gonna take my little flat definer brush here and just run over top of everything to smooth it out and give it more of that smoked out feel. Dope, that looks really good. I love Shop My Stash videos for this exact reason. Forcing myself into using products that I haven't used in a long time means I'm using a really wide assortment of products and my makeup ends up just coming out with such a more creative and different vibe than normal. If you guys want to see some of my other Shop My Stash videos, I'll link them in the description box down below. There's quite a few fun ones down there if you haven't seen them yet. Alright, not the best wing ever over here happening. I'm gonna try and fix it a little bit, but I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want it to turn out massive. This pencil's a little crumbly. I think it's a bit old. Okay, so I did fix it, but now this wing is like way thicker than this one, which I definitely knew would happen. So I'm just gonna thicken this one up a little bit over here. Alright guys, I'm sorry about the change in quality. My camera battery died and I normally would just charge it and then start filming again, but I have so much left to do in my makeup that I would need to charge the battery like almost full, which would take hours and hours. So I can't do that, so we've just switched cameras. Hi, hello. We can get in a bit closer with this one, which is nice. So let me at least take advantage of that while we can. So I had just finished my eyeliner. I'm gonna really quickly pop on some mascara and some lashes. I feel like we need to do this look justice with a pair of lashes. So for mascara, I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I've been trying to get this guy used up. I feel like I've been going back and forth between the Urban Decay mascara and the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lashes mascara for like a year, and they just never end. Like, I've been using them for so long. It's probably because I don't wear mascara as often anymore, so it's like taking longer to use up, you know? Just because of lockdown and stuff, I wear makeup way less often now than I used to back in the day, so obviously it's gonna take things longer to get used up. It's probably why so many of my products are going bad on me as well, because normally I would have had them used up because I would be wearing my makeup every day, but that is just not the case anymore. That's not the world we live in. Alright, so I'm just going to reuse an old pair of lashes. I'm just pulling off a little bit of the excess glue from them right now. I actually ordered myself a ton of lashes from AliExpress to try. My friend Nikki is also a makeup artist and she uses these lashes from AliExpress and they're so cheap and they look really nice. So I ordered myself like one of like every style of lash so that I could try them out on myself before I started buying them for my kit, just so that I knew like how they actually looked like on the eye, and yeah, just so that I could pick my favorite ones to actually stock in my kit. And I ended up ordering them to the wrong address. It was late at night, all right? I had been hanging out with Mary Jane. I was doing online shopping. Those two things do not go well together. And it was my first time ordering from AliExpress, so I had to like put in my address. It wasn't automatically saved. And I accidentally ordered it to my old apartment number. So I did it to this building, but my old apartment number from my old building. So I instantly realized what I did. I emailed AliExpress. They were like, sorry, we can't do anything. Where's my dang lash glue? I never find anything on my desk. It needs to be cleaned so badly. That's another thing that I've been saying that I'm gonna do for so long and I just don't do it. Alright, so I ordered these lashes, like so many pairs of lashes, to the wrong apartment number. So I went down and talked to the concierge and they were like, it's okay, we search by name, or when we search by unit number when the package comes in, if the name doesn't match the unit number, then we'll search by name and we'll see that like it's the wrong unit and we'll notify you. And I was like, oh, okay, great. And then they were like, if you know when the package is coming in though, you could let us know, like that would be really helpful. So I just like tracked the order. The day that it was meant to be coming in, I went down, I told the concierge, I was like, hey, do you remember me? That package that I ordered to the wrong apartment number is coming in today. Can you make sure it gets put aside for me and not for the unit number that I accidentally put on it? She was like, yeah, no problem. So I don't know if it actually came in that day or if it came in the day after or something, but for some reason, even though they had told me that if the name doesn't match, they would search for me by name, and that I had gone down the day that I expected it to come in, it was still delivered to the wrong address. And so I am in the like Facebook group for our apartment. I like made a post in there just saying like, hey guys, if you live in unit 805, which was our old unit number, can you send me a message because I accidentally ordered a package to your house? And no one replied back to me, which fair enough, like not everybody is in that group, or maybe they just didn't see the message. And I totally could have gone and like knocked on their door and just said like, hey, do you have my package? But I'm a millennial and millennials don't do that. I really tried to talk myself into going down there. I also thought about writing them a note, but then I got scared that like, what if I wrote them a note and like leaving it at their door and they heard me and like came to the door and saw me leaving the note there. I was also worried about my mask. Like, I just don't like meeting new people when I'm wearing a mask. And so I was thinking about like wearing a mask and knocking on someone's door and having to like tell them that I had like ordered a package to their house. I hate not being able to like smile at people and show people a smile while I'm wearing a mask. It's a thing with my work too. Like, I'm always meeting new people at work and I'm trying to like make people feel comfortable, you know, because I'm about to do their makeup and touch their face and be all up in their space. And I feel like it's just bad for like client relationships not being able to smile at people. So anyways, I did all of this overthinking and in the end was just like, I'm just gonna give up on those lashes. I'm just never gonna get them. So whoever lives in unit 805 in my building got a massive box full of so many different AliExpress eyelashes. I don't know, it's so weird, like why, if you got a package with the wrong name on it, like when you go to the concierge and be like, hey, I got this package with the wrong name on it. I mean, maybe they did and the concierge just didn't do anything about it. It's really unfortunate because their concierges are like changing in our building every single day. Like there's a new person down there like every single day. At the beginning there was like 3 or 4 that we would see all the time and now they're just like being recycled. So I think they're having problems keeping people on. So yeah, maybe because it was like a temporary person or a new person, they didn't really know what to do. I don't know, but I just had to make peace with the fact that it was my own fault. I put in the wrong address, so I must suffer the consequences. Do you love how I just told you that story while I was doing the most boring thing ever of putting on eyelashes? I couldn't have done that like while I was putting on foundation or like doing my eyeshadow. Something like actually interesting to watch. Okay, lashes are on. Eyes are almost done. Let me zoom you back out. Ooh, technology. Okay, so last thing I want to do is just have a really bright white inner corner highlight. So I'm actually going to go back into this Carly Bible BH Cosmetics palette and I'm going to take this really bright white highlighter from down in the corner here and I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corner. I don't have enough cool toned things. Like, it's so hard for me to find a cool tone crease shade and then I want to use like a more cool toned highlight, but I don't really have anything. Everything is so golden and warm. So I think actually what I'll use, old Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette that has like a pretty neutral highlighter in it. It's not cool tone, it's not warm tone, it's just right in the middle. So I'll just use that to highlight the high points in my face. Ooh, love this. And then for blush, I'm going to use my very first Charlotte Tilbury blush. I never use it anymore just because the color is so bright and I just don't really do makeup looks where I would want like this bright of a blush these days. But it's called Love is the Drug. It's just so pretty. Such a pop on the cheeks. I'm just going to mix the two colors together and then go right in. Build the color up slowly so that don't go too overboard. Wow, it looks so pretty. I love it. I want to wash this makeup off and go work out. All right, let's pop on a lip, shall we? I wonder how Live It Up would look. Shall we just go like full on pink mode? I say yes. So I'm gonna start with Pillow Talk lip liner, so that I can overdraw my lips a little bit here. Feels kind of funny to have overdrawn lips. I just, like, I don't even use lip liner anymore, so I like it. Every time I start reincorporating things into my makeup that I stopped doing because of COVID and lockdown, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why I used to do this, like with lashes. Ay. All right, and then for lipstick, I'm gonna use Live It Up. This is also by Charlotte Tilbury. Ooh, yes. Okay, I'm into it. And then I feel like actually we could even do a little bit more blush. Let's just go over the top with it. And that is it, you guys. That is the finished look. I love it. I just love pink makeup, honestly. Here's a little close-up for you. That little Nars shadow right in the center of my eyelid looks so reflective and so pretty. I really love it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing me play around with my makeup today. I definitely enjoyed playing around with it with you. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Check out the other Shop My Stash videos in the description down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.